SilencerCo gas defeating charging handle is something that when it first came out was met with, I think, a lot of skepticism. At least, I know I had skepticism about it because I'd seen other charging handles that promised similar things and thought, is this one really going to be that different? We've now tested it, and I want to show you what's different about this thing and then show you our experience on the range with it. So first off, a look at the thing. As you can see, of course it's got some oil on it and it's a little dirty. Why? Because we use things before we talk about them. Anyways, you can see that it's got a really rich anodizing to it. It's a really nice black. But this bit back here is one of the things that makes it different. It's a little bit of rubber tucked in there, kind of like to make a seal. This is sealing obviously below the charging handle on the upper receiver. Not an area that previously I had heard a lot talked about. Usually you hear about we need to make this shelf here taller, put some more edge on there to help keep gas from coming out the top. But SilencerCo did the research, and if you watch their promotional video, it looks very convincing that this thing does its job. Before showing you the range footage, I do want to show, in case you're new to this stuff, this fitment in comparison to others in standard ARs. So you can see that that collar is also a little bit different. First off, here's your standard GI charging handle, and as I turn this, you can see how big the step is down from the top of the upper receiver, and you can also see light shine through underneath there. Here's the ubiquitous Raptor charging handle from Radian. This happens to be a primary weapon systems version, but just their marking. And once again, we've got a step coming down. Looks a little bit tighter underneath, not as much gap. And lastly, here we are back at the SilencerCo GDCH. And as I turn this, you can see it's actually slightly taller than the top of the receiver. And we're not seeing any light through underneath there. In fact, you can see light between the upper and lower receivers, but not light between the charging handle and the receivers. Does that make a difference? Let's hit the range. To sort of torture myself and test this thing, we've got 10 rounds of 7.6239 in a 10-incher with a can on it. Should be plenty gassy. I'm going to dump these rounds out, and we're going to see, hopefully you guys get some visual of the gas, but I'm also going to see if this causes any gas to the face for me.
I try to get out once a month or so. Not too busy today.
Yeah.
Don't know if any gas came through on the camera there at the ejection port. I can feel gas shooting out to the side, but my eyes are not burning at all. I can kind of smell it, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
You can smell it a couple feet away at the camera over there, but
muggy and buggy.
yeah, no gas to the face. Maybe I should try shooting a little quicker, see if that does it. So we've got 10 more rounds. This time I'm just gonna burn them into the berm, see if I can get good and smoky over here. Of course not, because 7.6239 AR. There we go. That was enough that I felt gas at the gas block. Still nothing in the face. Smell it, but it keeps it out. I know the suppressor market is small. The suppressor market, probably just a portion of that. But for me, this charging handle makes a pretty big difference. And if you plan on shooting a lot of suppressed out of an AR, you're getting that gas leak right here, right at your eyes. It's not just unpleasant, it's also unhealthy. You're talking about toxic gases. So, good on SilencerCo. Recommend. Just one more thought as I pulled this out. This was the last round in the magazine. Hopefully you can see how carbon covered it is from all the gases that do come back when you've got direct impingement in a can. And it's a short barrel. That much on the mag,
Awesome.
not in the face.